Diamond Trust Bank had offered 22 million shares to shareholders at a discounted price of 165 shillings per share, compared to the 238 shilling per share market price at the beginning of July.
This is the highest subscription for any rights issue that has been undertaken at the NSE over the last 10 years.
DTB's shareholders were offered the additional shares at a ratio of 1 for every 10 held, and they snapped up 80% of them. As for the remaining 4.6 million shares,
we then compared the number of shares available, which had not been taken up, which was 4.6 million, against the number of additional shares that had been applied for of 79.5 million. And based on the allocation policy that had been set out in the information memorandum, they were allotted to the additional share applicants on a pro rata basis in the ratio of 5.83%, which means that any shareholder who had applied, for example, for 100 shares as additional shares over and above their entitlement received another 5 shares against the 100 shares that they applied for.
The rights issue, the bank's fourth, takes its total number of issued shares to 242 million.
Those shareholders who had paid in advance for their additional shares and who were not allotted their full shares because of the high oversubscription that we've seen will get their refunds processed and paid out by 25th of August. And we are looking at listing the new shares as per the timetable by the 26th of August 2014.
The bank plans to propel the funds towards asset growth, branch network expansion, and alternative service delivery channels.
We are also looking at utilizing some of these rights issue monies towards investing in our subsidiaries in Tanzania and in Uganda in particular, as and when they make a call on raising additional capital.
DTB Kenya Group saw its profit before tax rise by 17% to 4.1 billion shillings for the half year to June 2014.
Our strategy to raise capital, invest in subsidiary, has paid off. We are yielding results from our investments in Tanzania and Uganda.
Over the short term, DTB has trained its sights on expanding into Rwanda, South Sudan, Mozambique, Madagascar, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. It's currently present in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Burundi. In the 12 months to end of June 2014, the bank added 13 branches to the 91 it had last year and plans to have 110 branches in the region by the end of the year. Alex Mwangi, NTV Business.